Ladies and gentlemen, público conocedor de Oye 89.7, estoy muy feliz, sobre todo cuando nos toca hablar con personajes súper interesantes, porque ella es cantante, es compositora, talentosa, embajadora de la autoestima. Con ustedes y para Oye 89.7, Eloise Viola.
Hola, hola, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm better now that I'm talking with you. First of all, I want to know if my pronunciation was correct because in Spanish, we can read Eloise Viola. I said Viola. What's the
You
correct
did,
way?
did. It is Viola, and the people get it wrong here. So you did it right. People even here say it wrong all the time. They
Thank
say
you so
viola
much.
rather than viola. So it's perfect.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That's perfect. And also perfect your music. How do you discover your passion for the music?
It's a good question. I always knew that I could sing. Or more, I thought I could sing, but it was more that I didn't understand why other people couldn't.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit mad. But when I was about 16, Adele's 21 album came out, and
Okay.
I loved it so much that I taught myself to play the piano. And then from there, I realized how much of a passion I had for music, and then the songwriting came along. And that's kind of, yeah, the rest is history, as they say.
It's amazing when you saw an artist performing and you thought like, my God, I want to do that the rest of my life, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's scary, but for me, it's a purpose. There's a reason. It's something that I never question whether I want to do this. Do you know what I mean? Even when it's tough and I find it hard, I still know it's what I want to do. So yeah, I think that is having a purpose, I think.
And tell me a little bit about, I know that you have been on the recording studio, you have been performing on stage, you have been writing songs. What do you prefer the most of being an artist?
Live, definitely performing live. I love all of it, to be honest. I love talking about my songs and giving them a bit more context. I love singing, I love performing, I love seeing everyone's faces in the audience. I love that seeing it connect with people. So yeah, hands down, live is my favorite.
It's incredible. I also agree with your idea, and I saw through your Instagram account that you was, I think, yesterday in a kind of showcase.
Exactly. Yes, I had a showcase, which was amazing. I was playing with four people in my band, and I also had a cello and a violin, which I never usually have. So it was quite an unusual setup. But yeah, it was amazing. It really brought the songs to life, which was really, yeah, incredible.
That's incredible. And how hard it's for an artist at these days to get in the music industry, because we have a lot of competition. There is a lot of people uploading
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
songs and releasing songs every week. So it's so hard to get the attention of the audience, right?
Yeah, it's so hard, and actually, I sound really old when I say this, but TikTok wasn't a thing when I started.
Okay.
And so, okay, people were still posting themselves on the internet, but it feels like with TikTok that there's even more people. I say that if you're a lawyer, there are loads of lawyers everywhere, but you can't see them and see their work. So when you're an artist, you can see the whole, like if you want to call it the competition, you can just see it everywhere. Um, so it is really hard. And I do think that when you see on TV and movies, people want to be an artist. They sing one song in a club, someone goes, "Oh, you're amazing." They sign them and they get a number one the next day. It's just not how it works. So I think that it's about sticking it out, right? It's about keep going when it's tough and really believing in that what you've got to offer is unique.
Of course, and I I think that it's a very hard profession, because I don't know if there is another industry that changes in an equal way than the music, because every year you have to make new strategies. Now you have to be on TikTok. Now we are expecting what it's gonna be the new social network to be over there, right?
It's exactly that. And, I feel like 90% of what I do now is sat behind a laptop. It's not writing, it's not performing. And I've really, I'm an independent artist. I don't have a record label. And so part of that has been managing it like a business. And, I have to be good at marketing and I have to be good at understanding the industry. And do we want to spend on that or do we want to spend on that because we've only got a limited budget? And that I do enjoy that part, luckily, because if you didn't, I don't know what you'd do. Like, you don't have a choice but to manage it that way.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of hard. And instead of all those things, um, you are about to release a new album, right?
My first album.
Your first album. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's been it's been a lot of work, to be honest.
How many songs in that album?
13.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot, but congratulations. And people can pre-save right now your album, right?
Yes, please, they can. And again, because I'm independent, it makes a huge difference when people pre-save. It basically says to the DS, like the Spotify and Apple Music, it says like, we're excited about this, promote it. So please do pre-save it if you can.
Yes, of course. It's very important. I think for all independent artists, because this way, Spotify can notice you and add you to some playlist, and it's a lot of help for new artists. And tell us a little bit about the self-confidence ambassador. How do you get on that concept?
Well, I when I first started writing songs, I think because I was so inspired by Adele, I wanted to write big ballad, heartbroken love songs. And I worked with a producer and he said to me, Eloise, you have to write for pop. And I thought, no, I don't want to do it. But he was completely right. And so I started writing pop songs, but I wanted it to be about empowerment, and they started off being about female empowerment. And at the same time, I was going through my own issues with like control around eating and body image and obsessive calorie counting.
Yeah.
And I had some counseling, which was basically changed my life. And even though I was writing these songs about things and I was going through this personal battle, for some reason I didn't put them together until I think maybe I was ready to. And then once I felt like, right, I've learned these amazing things and I've got to share them. I was sharing them with women in bathrooms on a night out, and I thought, why am I not talking about this? Why am I not using my songs to get these messages out? Um, and so that's kind of where it started. And then it kind of was about body positivity. And then I thought that's a bit too narrow. So I wanted to really encompass it. And the real message of my music now is how you speak to yourself is really important. And I hope that this album creates that message and has all the different parts of it.
I don't know if it was your intention behind electricity, but I think that I saw the visualizer,
Yeah.
and it's a very good example of self-confidence, because you are over there dancing on the streets and all the people on their daily basis, going to their jobs, I think, and you are in middle of that dancing and making your own world.
It was exactly that. I mean, this song for me is such a happy song. It's about, you know, it being electric, and it was exactly that. I wanted it to be you in the middle of this busy world and everything that's going on for other people and that's going on for you. You've got to take this time for yourself, and it's exactly that. So I'm really glad that you got that message from it.
That's incredible. Congratulations for your music, for your upcoming album, your debut album. Claps over there. And finally, do you know, are you related in some way with Mexican singers? Do you know Mexican music?
I know a little bit of it. I'm really, you know, ever since electricity has done well in Mexico, it has completely, you know, it's so far away. I didn't think that it would ever have reached that far. And
Yeah.
so now I'm finding, you know, DJs and, you know, more artists and connecting with the culture out there. So it has been a really, yeah, it has been a big opportunity for me. So I'm, yeah, very excited to see how it goes and which direction it moves in.
Do you have any plans to come to our country soon?
I'm really hoping I can come out this summer. That would be an absolute dream. But I need, because I'm independent, everything is, you know, from myself. I need to link it around something. So I'm really hoping to
Yeah.
festival or an event or something. So yeah, fingers crossed, and I'm manifesting that to come out to Mexico this summer. That would be really a dream come true.
I hope. I I confirm that's gonna happen. I promise you. That's gonna happen. That's gonna
I
happen.
love it. Thank you.
Damas y caballeros, Eloise Viola a través de Oye 89.7, su música, sus videos, si lo ven, si se los encuentran en plataformas digitales, denle mucho play, denle muchos views a sus videos. Yo soy Poncho Yezka y continuamos con más en Oye 89.7.